Hello! In this video, we're going to talk about the Georgia Tech Course Recommendation System project that was developed for the Software Architecture and Design class of Spring 2016. For our system, we have decided to go with a web application that is divided into two parts. One will be the part that is the backend that runs in Java and it runs with the Spring framework, and the other one will be the front end that runs over a web browser. To access the system, you will require to log in. You can log in as a student or as an administrator. To log in as a student, you will require to have your user ID. Those user IDs are defined in the CSV files that were provided to us. In this scenario, we're going to log in with the first student in the list that has bjohn1 as a username, and as a password, we have decided that it's out of the scope of the project. However, the session is created, so we will require no password here. We click submit, and then this interface appears. It has the name of the student. It has an option to log out. The student can see the semester that it's selected in the system. Also, it can set priorities, see the previously taken courses, and the recommendations that have been made for that student in previous times. So, for example, in the case of Barbara Young, she has that Introduction to Information Security was taken on semester number 3. Also, you can set priorities from this interface. Here you should be able to select multiple classes. 5 classes to be more precise, and you can select the number of desired courses that you want to take. In this particular scenario, Barbara is only able to select up to 2 courses because Barbara has not met the foundational requirements. However, if she has made them, she will be able to select up to 3 courses. Then you click on request. The request is sent to the backend. The backend processes this data with Groovy and will return the get recommendation button so that the user can see what the recommendation was. So in this particular scenario, for Barbara, the recommendation is to take computer networks and software development process. Also, Barbara is able to see the past recommendation that have been made to her. So the last one that appears is the one that we have just created, that we have just performed, but she has already made all the requests, so she's able to see what were the recommendations for those. This covers the functionality for the student side of the application. Then we're going to go back to the login form and we are going to put admin to log in as administrator, and again, no password is required. We click submit, then this window will appear in which again you can see that you are logging as the administrator. You have the log out option, and you have here the ability to select the semester for which the system will be making recommendations. This impacts the whole system since the students will be able to make recommendations upon that specific semester. Here, the administrator clicks display all the courses. Here, the administrator can see data about all the courses, the key, the name, and the capacity for the course. So he's also able to change the capacity from here, and is also able to see the recommendation done by recommendation or by priority. So we're going to go with computer networks that was selected by Barbara, and here it appears that Barbara has selected this option and that a recommendation was needed to her about this course. And if we go back again, we can see it by priority, and by priority we can see that it was recommended as priority number 1 for Barbara Young under her scenario specifically. So this is the functionality that the administrator has. It's able to see which recommendations have been made, change capacity, to change semester, and to manage in general the application. The way that the application works is that we have some rest points that can be accessed from here. Like for example, the administrator, whenever that clicks the display all courses, will do a request to courses, and probably it will say, hey, I want to see all the information of course number 2. These requests are constructed by the user interface, and alongside other information that it's made in the backend, it will return data on that specific thing. So for each one of the requests, we are performing them upon the REST services that the backend is exposing to us. This is the way that our application works.